Everyone, welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Tonight, it'll be the Utah Jazz going up against the Miami Heat. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. This time of year, trade rumors are flying all over the place, aren't they, Greg?
You know, Kevin, it always depends on the situation. Some guys are actually hoping to be moved, especially if it's to a title contender. And then you have those who set up roots, and that's their home, their foundation. It can be a challenge to have to walk away.
Butler against Kirilenko, and Butler is good for three. Butler's got the first bucket of the game with the three for the Heat. Now, here's Stockton. He's guarded closely. Pass to Stevenson. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by Barry. Jones next for two. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Quick, rapid-fire thinking from Jones right there. I like when he takes that shot with no hesitation.
About 1 minute into the first quarter. The feed to Malone. And a first time out of the game called for Utah. This game against Miami here, their first look at the Heat.
And last season, they made short work of this club. 2 games, 2 wins.
They may have wished for more games against them. A definite disparity in talent. We'll see if they take advantage again tonight.
And now, just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Kirilenko. Lays it up off the glass.
Gets the defender to sell out on the pump fake, then flips it in.
Here's Odom. The rebound by the Jazz. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
Stockton's shot is off. Heat have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Jones for 3. Grant the pass to Barry. Nailed from three-point land.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Jazz have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Utah calls timeout. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Here's Malone. Bank shot, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And it's Butler missing. It's been a slow start here for Utah. They trail by 6. The Jazz again can't hit it. For Miami, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Tipped away. Barry the pass to Butler. And the Heat, another 3.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Malone. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix.
those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
He gets it in there.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
Here's Malone. Double clutches. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, I tell you what, if you wanted the template for the perfect power forward, it might be Karl Malone. I mean, he's got everything you want in a format.
And both free throws good for Malone. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Barry the pass to Odom. And it's Miami with another.
Working the blocks nicely. Lamar Odom dumps it in from inside.
Jazz trail by 14. To the middle. And he jams it with authority.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Jones against Stevenson. Screen by Malone. Stevenson against Grant. No good on the shot. And the Heat going the other way now. Fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Down low, Malone. That shot off. Some solid defense from Grant. The shot's good. Odom's got 6.
And what energy from Odom, just outworking the defense right there.
Jazz trail by 17. To the paint, here's Stevenson, and it's Stevenson finishing it off.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here is Stevenson. Heat knocking down the tray. Passes it to Kirilenko. Now the pass to Malone. To the left wing. Just 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Got a hand on it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will retain possession. Stockton from outside. And the rebound goes to Odom. Miami leading by 18. Jones the pass to Barry. Kirilenko with the double team. Stevenson with it. Caron Butler covering. And it's Stevenson missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The shot's good from Barry.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Stevenson. Another key contributor to that nice win against Phoenix. Stockton outside. Back to Malone. Over Grant. Malone passes to Ostertag. No good, unable to end this run. The Heat leading by 22. Shoots from 12. And there's another one for the Heat.
I like seeing Odom look to knock these mid-range jump shots down because he's certainly got the ability to do so.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum. And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Anderson, he's checked in for Malone. And Isley subbed in for Stockton.
Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs.
Jones for three, and the Heat, another three.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for him later on.
Here's Isley. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
14 foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Chaney, defended by Butler. Chaney passes to Isley, down to 5 on the shot clock. On offense, here are the Heat. Inside, here's Grant. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
The kick out to Anderson. Can they get it? It's hauled in by the Heat. Barry's got 4 rebounds in this game. Odom, he takes it in. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Really like the energy Odom provides. Outstanding at knifing into the lane and finishing at the hoop.
To the wing on the left. To the middle. Isley, good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now, here's Grant. Guarded closely. Barry the pass to Grant. Butler kicks to Grant. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Fades and shoots. And another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been 1 step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Isley. Over Odom. Misses off the right iron.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
A leaner. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Chaney. He's been rebound by the Heat. Grant's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Butler passes to Barry. Jones from outside. And the Heat, another 3.
From deep, Jones definitely has the green light, and you just saw why.
Here's Isley. Out left to the wing. Hedge, he's covered by Grant. Anderson outside. Pass to Chaney. Here's Morgan. Here's Isley. Offensive rebound. Anderson outside. Out to the right wing. Hedge, he's covered by Grant. Back to Anderson. Pass to Isley. Oh, and a fast break for the Heat. Here's Butler. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Second personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Heat.
And guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Here is Anderson after the Heat pick up 2. Six on the shot clock. With a floater. Cheney no good. Barry the pass to Grant. And again another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Jazz. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Another miss by Utah.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Pass to Isley. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. Again, the Heat good for 2.
Nice hustle from Eddie Jones right there, running the floor and being rewarded for doing so.
Here's Isley. And so it's Miami with it. Huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Heat to be in. What do you guys think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
The Heat shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor. That one from long range. 8 points for Big Daddy.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on them.
Jackson against Karolinko. Kicks it to Anderson. And the pass to Stockton. This one for 3. Rebounded by Jackson.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now. Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Pass to Morgan. Now Stockton. And there's the foul. It'll go on Eddie House. That's his first foul. Malone's checked in for the Jazz. Stevenson comes in for Anderson. And here's Stockton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's slammed in by Malone.
Not much chance of Stockton missing that opening. He has such great instincts for creating for his teammates.
And they'll get another chance. Here's Barry. Hands it from downtown. Barry's got 13.
The ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Pass to Karolinko. Wants to get it to Malone and does. And the jam by Karl Malone.
Showing off the power right there. Karl Malone does not mess around down low.
Jackson misses. For Utah, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Stockton looking around with some arc. It's hauled in by Barry. Barry's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Passes it to Mourning. And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Stockton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
Not just a passer. Stockton skilled at probing inside and drawing the call there.
Ostertag's checked in for Utah. Miami's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. The pass to Barry. Shoots the 3. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Now here's Stevenson. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside.
Tell you what, you'd hate to be the guy having the responsibility of guarding him.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
So it's Utah now. The Heat getting the bucket. 3 on the clock. Shoots from the baseline. And too long on the shot. Miami's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by Malone. And here's Malone. He'll bring it up with the Utah Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for him. Here's Stockton. Gets an open look and hits. Stockton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And when Stockton gets a look from there, it is more often than not going in.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. The shot's good from Barry.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Now, here's Stockton. His last outing, he had 8 points. Stevenson passes to Karolinko. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Miami's on 4 of 7 on 3-point shots in the second quarter. James, another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Stockton kicks to Stevenson. All alone. And it's Miami with the rebound. Here's Barry. 21 points in the game. Here's Mourning. Malone with the rebound. Malone's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. High post Mourning. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
Big fella Mourning out ahead on that break.
Here is Stockton. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Pass to Malone. And they get it. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, you can't go for this if you're the defense. I mean, once Malone has you in the air, it's over. You're done.
He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. The Jazz making a switch here. Isley's checked in. Here's James. He's coming off a 22-point game against Denver. That was something to see.
My goodness.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Here's Karolinko. Following the score by Miami. Pass to Isley. Ostertag with it. He's guarded by Mourning. Count it.
Yeah, you got to bring more force and muscle than that to stop Ostertag. He's way too strong inside to play soft against him.
And such a nice move to make the basket work. And that's now 25 points for Big Daddy.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Goes up on the wing. Stevenson can't hit. And here are the Heat now. From deep, James. And again, Miami with the triple.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Here's Isley. Kicks it out to Stevenson. Passes to Kirilenko from past the arc. And Karl Malone with the three. That's 12 points for Karl Malone.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Jazz.
Off the inbound pass. Sinks the three-pointer. Barry's got 28. And Greg, of course, the big story again this year, Michael Jordan coming back into the league.
And he showed it in his first year back. He still has it. You wonder if this might be the last run, though. Still, always a treat to watch the GOAT play.
Here's Barry. 43 points out last game. Offensive rebound. And there's the pass to Mourning. Here is House. From deep. Buries it from three-point range. House has got himself on the board with three there.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
Now here is Kirilenko. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Phoenix.
And made a big mark at the free throw line as well. He got himself to the strike a lot and cashed in when he had his chances.
It's House outside. And again, Miami with the triple.
Look at Mourning making the unselfish play, giving it away rather than forcing the shot.
Spins. Stevenson. And again, unable to change momentum here. The Heat shooting has been wild. 76%. That's just unbelievable. Mourning's shot is good.
And how about the strength from Mourning, powering through the contact and converting there.
Here's Isley.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Right side, Kirilenko. Stevenson against James. Stevenson outside. Shot clock at 5. Takes a three. A shot by Isley, no good.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball. He is having a remarkable first half from three-point land. He's been dialed in since the moment he stepped on the court.
Poster tag against Mourning. And there's the foul. It'll go on Eddie House. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Fourth team foul.
Pass to Isley. Puts up a three. Doesn't go for him. Now the Heat take it the other way. James kicks to House. Pass to Barry. Lets the three fly. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Isley. Anderson up top. Passes it to Isley. 4 on the shot clock to stop the drought. And it's Miami with the rebound. We've got 1:55 left in the first half. There's the pass to Jackson. Here's Barry. Knocks down the three ball. Barry's got 37.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
The dish to Anderson. Hedge. James covering. Morgan the pass to Anderson. And Mourning sends it back.
How about the reach of Mourning? Very impressive and very long, too. An elite shot blocker. He does a good job timing his jump.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one.
Sometimes that's all you need.
And Utah has possession. Following the score by Miami. Pass to Isley. Here's the screen to the inside. Morgan can't hit it. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Heat. Miami shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
Shooting for Miami.
Free throw good. James. Carlos Arroyo. He's checked in for Isley. And James drills them both. 46 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Now Arroyo taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Barron, and he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Here's Arroyo after the Heat pick up two. Pass to Morgan. He feeds it to Arroyo. Passes it to Chaney. The Jazz working the ball around now. 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. It's hauled in by the Heat. Barry's got his 16th rebound on the night. Gets it off. And again for 3. Barry's his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Miami, able to put on a show for the ages. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. Right back after this break. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Heat shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. With the fadeaway. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Now, here's Stevenson. He kicks to Kirilenko. Stockton the pass to Kirilenko. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Grant outside, shooting over Ostertag, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
The pass to Kirilenko. Back to Stevenson. From deep 3-point range. It's hauled in by Barry. Barry's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. On the basket by Jones.
Extremely capable of big nights. Eddie Jones is your ideal 2-guard. Can step up and handle the heavier workload.
Now here is Kirilenko. He has 7. Pass to Stockton. And here's Malone. He's covered by Grant. Malone down low. Grant on him. And it's Malone missing. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Feeds to Grant. Driving to the basket. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want. The other, not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
The Jazz with another miss.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Kicks it out to Jones. And it's Miami with another.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
Now here is Kirilenko. Pass to Stevenson. Looking to end the run. Another miss by Utah. The Heat have gotten every shot to drop since halftime. They're 5 for 5 from the floor. Passes it to Grant. It drops. That's his 9th field goal of the contest. A blistering hot 9 for 11.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Now, here's Stockton. The feed to Malone. The jump hook, and Jones pulls it down. For Miami, they've gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half. Good on the 3-point shot.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Stockton's shot is off.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try the lead.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
The Jazz making a switch here. Isley's checked in.
And when you think of Odom, a player who does so many things well, a truly unique player, he just brings a ton to the table.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
For Utah, they've gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Rob. And here they go. And another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Right now, Odom all in his bag. He's a very effective scorer when he uses his full toolkit.
Here's Isley. And Jones sends it back. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Utah has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Kirilenko the pass to Isley. Stevenson outside. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Stevenson's got his second bucket of the game to go. Barry the pass to Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Showtime. Eddie Jones has incredible hops.
Utah with the ball. Here's Isley. The pass to Karolinko. Inside. It's hauled in by the Heat. Grant's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Stolen by Stevenson. Karolinko into the lane. Here's Malone. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
A different look for Utah. Collins comes in for Greg Ostertag. And it's Anderson in for Malone.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get.
Now, here's Stevenson. Kicks it to Anderson. Outside Collins. Pass to Stevenson. Collins setting the big for Stevenson. 4 on the clock. Over Jones. A shot. No good. And it's Miami the other way. Odom, the pass to Barry. Good ball movement here by Miami. And they pick up 2. Jones has got 9 points in the quarter.
Though he is slight of build, Eddie Jones is extremely tough now. That's a strong move right there.
Pass to Collins. Here's Isley. On the wing, Stevenson. Passes it to Isley. There's a screen by Collins. The high post shot. And the rebound goes to Odom. Odom's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Here's Isley. To the paint. Here's Karolinko. Banked in off the glass. And that's now 9 points for Andre Karolinko.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Got that bucket in no time at all.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
Utah's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. It's Karolinko on the wing. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Karolinko's got 11 points.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this one. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Utah is shooting 35% or so in the third quarter. Whatever they're trying is not working. Stevenson passes to Collins. And Collins gets double-teamed. Stevenson dishes to Collins. It's hauled in by Barry. Barry's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Here's Grant. And another basket for Miami.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
And here are the Jazz now. On the wing, Stevenson. Now the pass to Isley. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Heat. Grant's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And Butler gets it to go.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
The Jazz shooting 23% from the field. That's not going to get it done. It's Karolinko on the wing. Butler against Stevenson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Smith checked in for Caron Butler. Here's Barry. He has 45 points. No good on the three. Cheney passes to Isley. Takes the three. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. Carlos Arroyo. He's checked in for the Jazz. Then for the Heat, Morning's checked in for Odom. And James subbed in for Grant. James, the pass to Barry. Back to James. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. James has got 9.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Trying to end the drought. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Jazz. They're down in the bottom of the conference. Their fans hope they can turn it around and show some improvement.
Right now for the Jazz, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season. Unfortunately, for the wrong reasons.
And, you know, any fixes they've tried during the season have only compounded their problems.
The shot's good from Barry.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Barry. Smith on the wing for the three. And again, Miami with the triple. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And, you know, on top of that, second chance points have been a major component for them. And I love the relentlessness they've shown on the offensive glass.
Anderson wide open, bangs home the trifecta. Anderson's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. Smith outside, lets it go with a three. Buries the long-range jumper.
Great seeing Smith there pulling up from deep. His three-point shot is as good as it gets.
Here's Arroyo. James covering. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Arroyo can't get it to go. Barry the pass to Smith. Three-pointer. No good. Shot missing. And it's Anderson with the ball for Utah. And stolen by Morning. In transition, here comes Miami. And Jones slams it home.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
So it's the Jazz now after the Heat pick up 2. Here's Cheney, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
John Stockton, he's checked in for Carlos Arroyo. The Heat also with a sub. Eddie House has checked in for Jones.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass to Morgan. Stockton outside. The kick out to Anderson. Shot clock at 6. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Barry. And that one released in time. no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Heat out front, running away with this one. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Utah shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Russell against James. And it's blocked. And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Here's Russell, and he banks in the layup. Russell's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Jazz.
A dynamic scorer. Russell can hurt you from all over the floor.
He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Down low, here's Padgett, and he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Yeah, Brian Russell is a shoot-first player, but he's also very unselfish. Did a nice job with the read and made a good pass.
Oh, what a finish!
My goodness.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think.
Without question, a crowd pleaser to the 10th degree.
In transition, here comes Miami.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And Big Daddy picks up the foul. That will get him his fourth foul of the game. The Jazz making a switch here. Arroyo's checked in. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Nice ball movement by Utah. Shoots off the step back. That one off the back iron and out. The Heat have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Now Arroyo. That one's off, still out of sync. The Heat have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. From deep, James, and the Heat, another three.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
And you look at him, he's given up an awful lot of size in that matchup, so he needs to have the ability to create separation.
Smith kicks to Mourning, passes to Barry. Smith left side. And the shot goes in.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And there's the pass to Collins. Here's Arroyo. It's hauled in by Barry. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. From deep, James, and another assist for him. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Here's Arroyo. The shot from the low post is good. Arroyo's got his first basket. Out to the wing. Here's Mourning. 2 points. That one goes.
Boy, the strength of Mourning obvious. They're able to protect the ball through contact and still finish.
Jazz shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby. 38%. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. To the middle. Here's Arroyo. That's tipped. High post Mourning. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Jazz have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the 3rd. Pretty cold down the stretch. Pass to Collins. Pass to Chaney. In the corner, Collins with it. Just 3 to shoot. No good with the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
And another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Now Arroyo. And Mourning sends it back. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Isley's checked in for the Jazz. And stolen by Mourning. Here's Barry. He's guarded by Russell. Here's James. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Isley, the pass to Morgan. He can't get it to go. Miami's gotten in the groove from 3-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the 3rd quarter ended. They've been looking out of sorts in the last few possessions.
And this is when you need to be patient. Find a high percentage shot and have some floor balance.
Arroyo, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
Greg Ostertag, he's checked. In for Collins. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Heat. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Drops in the tray. Barry's got 60.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
Here's Morgan. James covering.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
Yeah, I love the way he's fighting through box outs, using his elbows. I mean, he's doing whatever it takes.
The Jazz making a switch here. Karolinko's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
The Jazz shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Here's Isley. Outside Karolinko. Pass to Isley. From outside the arc. The shot missing. And Miami the other way now. It's deflected. Smith the pass to Barry. Good. Another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. Here's Isley. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It doesn't go for him. Excellent defense there from Smith. The 3. Coles can't hit. Utah's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Right side Russell. The pass to Morgan. Utah moving it around. Outside, Russell. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Anderson, he's checked in for the Jazz. Heat also with a sub. Jackson's checked in. Three-pointer. And good. There's another.
3 points.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Isley. It's deflected, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. The Jazz making a switch here.
Scott Padgett.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's Barry. Again, what an avalanche. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
To the left side wing. Anderson up top. Pass to Isley. Pocket 6. Here's the teardrop. Here's Morgan. And it's denied. And they recover it. And another shot. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here.
Heat foul. Chalmers. First personal foul. 4th team foul.
To the inside. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And you know Ostertag loves the high percentage looks, and he'll get physical to get his shot.
The shot's good from Barry.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
Morgan the pass to Isley. Anderson outside. Here's Ostertag. Defended by Chalmers. Just 5 to shoot. 13 feet away. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Barry. No good from outside. Inside. Here's Morgan, guarded by Jackson. Morgan can't hit it. And so here is Miami. Here's Barry from beyond the arc and then some.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Utah has gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Over to the left wing. Left side Anderson. And it's Miami with the rebound. From deep three-point range, here's the 3. And the Heat, another 3.
Since the break, he's been on point from beyond the arc. I tell you this, when he's this hot, it's fun to watch.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Miami.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so now on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Big Daddy.
He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
A nice shot by Morgan.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Barry the pass to Hansen. And again, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
To the wing right side. Here's Isley. It's hauled in by the Heat.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Morgan the pass to Anderson. Here's Isley from downtown. He doesn't hit that one. Here's Barry. A 3-ball. Cranes it from beyond the arc.
3 points.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. So long and good night, everyone.